good book says that what is dark will surely come to light, and the armor of the righteous shines throughout the blackest night. We're shining the light through the dark until the lost are finally found. As I stand on the ground of this red, white, blue, we bring a voice to innocence and fight for justice all around. It's more than a feeling. It's right where I stand, with a heart full of fire and a pen in my hand. Daphne's case files will prevail.
Hey there, welcome back everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so happy to be here with you all. It's great to see you. Today we will be going over the Jack and Lilly case. I have some really interesting and quite strange topics to go over with you guys. I'm going to welcome in everybody, and we're going to start digging into Jack and Lilly Thursday. Who would have known they were home on Friday, right? And also just some stuff I want to go over about the search and some other things that happened on Friday night. So stick with me here. Hello, so great to see you. Sherry Lynn, hello, good to see you. Miss Joyous, hi, always so great to see you as well. Miss Jennifer, hello, hope you're doing well. Hope the puppers is doing good. Good to see everybody. Thank you. Welcome in. I'm going up. Marie, Antoinette, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. And you guys, thank you so much for becoming members. Member for 3 months. Thank you so very much. We are happy to have you here. Thank you so much. Hi, Miss Robin. Good to see you. Hi, Daphne. I have an appointment. Hopefully back in an hour or so. Hope to catch you later. Absolutely. I hope your appointment goes well. Thank you so much for being here. Ben, thank you so much for being a member here at Daphne's Case Files. I added some really cool emojis, some new emojis. I added some new little, I don't know what you call them, little characters next to your name. I'm still working on them. I'm adding a little Temu wheel as well. That's still a work in progress. So you guys will have a little Temu wheel. Kelly, thank you so much for being a member. You are amazing. I appreciate you. And we're just so happy to have everybody here. I know I did something stupid the other day and deleted. I don't know what the heck is wrong with me. So I start fiddling with stuff and I think that I know what I'm doing and I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. So I ended up deleting like 100 and some people from my members. Yeah. Just really stupid, right? And it like said, everybody's sending me, why did YouTube refund me? And I'm like, I don't know. I think I made a mistake. Time for Truth. Thank you so much for being a member here. I appreciate you. We thank you for joining our family. Squid, hey, good to see you. You are not late. You are not late. Good to see you. Thanks for being here and being a member as well. And I finally got stuff figured out. Yeah, it took me like 500 years to figure it out. Thank you guys. Lady Liberty, thank you so much for becoming a new member of Daphne's Case Files. We welcome you to the family. Thank you all. Thank you. Oh, guys, thank you so much. Carpedium, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you for joining our family. Like I lost for, oh my gosh, you guys. Anise, thank you so much. We welcome you into our family here at Daphne's Case Files. You guys use those cool emojis that are in there. They're like, I designed them and stuff. Like I said, a Temu will be coming, I promise. We welcome you to the family. Thank you, Anise. Thank you. Magdalena, thank you for becoming a new member. We welcome you as well. Thank you so much to our family. You guys are awesome. Did they kick you out? I don't know why YouTube needs to fix that, right? When you try to go back into the stream, it says you have to be a subscriber, but you are a subscriber, and it's still don't know what's going on, you guys. Yes, the emojis, they're so awesome, right? So I still got a few more, but I'm going to show you something real quick. So the Temu wheel is a working progress. This is the base, right? That's the base. So I got to add some stuff to it. I got to add some stuff to it, you guys, unless we get kicked out from the family. Oh, we're not going to kick you out, I promise. All right, you guys. So I'm going to add Jack and Lily's photo to the stage here. And look at their little sweet faces, right? We have Lily 6, which she will be having a birthday soon. I believe it's in March, right? She would be turning 7, you guys, 7 years old. It's sad, right? And Jack just turned 5 in October, and he's not here for his birthday. Daphne, don't touch anything. I love that. Hey, I should make a little emoji for that. Daphne, don't touch anything. Yeah, I need to stop messing with stuff, right? Well, YouTube says you can edit stuff, but you can't save it. So you got to delete it. It's crazy. So we will be going over Jack and Lily's case today. I have so much to go over with you guys. It's just crazy. Yes. I think her birthday's in March. Isn't it March? Maybe it is April. Now you're going to make me go look it up. Hold on 1 second. I'll find it real quick. All right, I'll find it while we're going to do this. So I want to show you guys something that I did, and this doesn't have any sound, but I'm just going to go over it with you. So I was able to figure out how to, let me see if I can, yeek. All right, there we go. All right, this is just like a video. Can you guys see it okay? I uploaded a video from my video files. I wonder if it'll let me make it larger here. It's as big as it's going to go. Poop. All right. Well, so what this video is, since my Google Earth, it is in March. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was like, did I get it wrong? That is, yeah, I almost said next month, but because it's almost February, right? We only got a couple days till February. Like what, how many days? Like 4 days or something. It's crazy. I can't believe we're already like a month into 2026. It's just, time needs to slow down. So this right here, what you see on the screen, this is actually the neighborhood, right? This is where Jack and Lily disappeared from. And their home address was the 1407. Thank you, Time for Truth. I appreciate you. March 22nd. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are great. Like, seriously. I couldn't remember the day, but I remember the month of Lily's. And what this is showing you, there's no sound. I'm just going to kind of walk you through it. I'm going to try to keep it as slow as possible. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to zoom down here, right? There's Jack and Lily's house with the little yellow, God, I cannot think today, area marker, right? And then this right here, so it's going to zoom in. I'm just going to pause it right there. The neighbor had stated that he heard, and he specified, he said it was Daniel, right? And this was Friday night. And I'm going to have to blow it up on my phone too, so I can look at the time frame, because it's too small for me to see on here. I hope you guys can actually see it on your end. So the first stop, he said, was at the Larrig Road. So this is Larrig Road, and it's trip 1. Eek, stop moving on me. Trip 1, you guys, Larrig Road. And he was there from, it looks like 12:22 a.m. to 1:05 a.m. Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you. So basically, this is the map, right? That Brad Wong, the neighbor, he said that he heard Daniel Martell that night talking about the night before Jack and Lilly disappeared. He actually gave timestamps and kind of like referenced how long Daniel's car was at these places, right? So I marked them down. I wrote them down because I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. I'm going to tell you why in just a second, you guys. Hope Floats, thank you for becoming a member of Daphne's Case Files. We love you. We thank you for being a part of our family here today. Thank you. All right, you guys. So are you okay, everybody? Yeah, we're just getting started. You guys are awesome. Thank you. So the first stop. So if Daniel left his house, right? He went to Larrig Road. Now, I know for a fact there is cell phone service on Larrig Road and 289, right? It might not be 5G, right? But there is spotty cell phone service on Larrig Road. Now, he stopped there. That was allegedly, right? I'm just going to say allegedly because the police, I mean, Brad did say this happened, but the police haven't come out. And you know what I mean? So I'm just going to say allegedly. But there is cell phone service here, right? And he stopped here. Daniel allegedly stopped there at between 12:22 a.m. through like 1:05 a.m. in the morning, right? All right, now we're going to go to our second stop. Give me just 1 second. I want to make sure I can see it here. Let's see. I got to watch it in both places. Okay, so trip 2 is right there. Now, this area here is at the tip top, right, of McLeod Road and the 289. And I listened to Janie she had called in and she said basically that there's service here on the McLeod Road too, right here in the 289. Because you know how they talk about they have to drive to certain areas to get cell phone service before they have their Wi-Fi calling. Do you guys remember that? You guys remember that they had to drive to certain areas to get their Wi-Fi calling before they got their Wi-Fi calling? Excuse me. So this trip 2 is 1:10 to 1:45 and stayed there for 20 minutes, right? Thank you guys. Thank you. So there's cell phone service here as well. I just find this to be very coincidental, right? Because the next stop, look, hold on, next stop, watch. All right, we're going to go down. And we're going to go, I think it's by, okay, there we go. This road here is by the Landsdowne Lake, right? And I heard that you can kind of get spotty cell phone service here as well. Just like spotty. So I've heard from just people being in the area that you can get cell phone service, but it's like spotty. And you know, they spent a lot of time over in this area. They searched that lake for Jack and Lilly. And allegedly Daniel was there. That was trip 3 between 2:30 a.m. to 3:10 a.m. So like 10 minutes, right? I wonder if he met this Chase guy. They made a plan to remove JNL. He went back and forth to get the kids' stuff to get rid of him. Maybe. I don't. Could be. Do you find it strange, though, that these are all areas with cell phone service? Now, the last one, the last trip, give me a minute. Going out. Gotta make sure we are, okay. There we go, right there. Make sure you can see it. Okay. So this last trip is, and the purple marker might not be in the exact spot, but on Landsdowne Road and 289 by their mailboxes is said, even Janie said this, that you can get cell phone service as well. So you can pick up cell phone service. So why on earth, allegedly, why on earth would someone, well, allegedly Daniel, go to all these areas that night with cell phone service? This trip was from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. So it, wait, did I put 4 to 5? It's like a rough estimate, right? A rough estimate that those time frames are. So I'm just curious why on earth someone would go to those areas with service. Could it be an alibi? Hi, Anastasia. Good to see you, hon. Thank you for being here. Could it have been an alibi? I just think someone helped him as he's not that bright. That's why he's so cocky about the cadaver dogs. Yeah, that was we're gonna go over that too. So that's one thing, and that was a Thursday night. That was Thursday night. All right, get ready. Let me remove this. Got to remove this from there. I'm going to remove this. Give me 1 second. And we are going to go over to here because we're going to keep. Okay, hold on 1 second. Is this? No, wait, hold on. I got to make sure I click the right thing. Hold on. Thursday. We're going to go through all of these that talk about Thursday, you guys. And remember, Janie even said that who would know that the kids were home Friday morning, not Thursday? Why would he do that? All of those 4 places have cell phone service. And all of those 4 places, Brad said that Daniel's car went to. I just find that really, really coincidental. All right, so I got a mixture of stuff in here, right, that talks about Thursday and stuff like that. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. So we know that on Thursday, on Thursday, right, they reviewed, so they saw that Jack and Lilly were on video surveillance on May 1st. And it says at 1:53 p.m., Malaya entered the Dollarama with Meadow. And then Daniel entered with Jack and Lilly at 2:01. They all exited at 2:25 p.m., right? I'm going to keep going through these things here. Hold on 1 second. Oh, clicked the wrong one there. Okay. So on May 2nd, 2025 at 10:01 a.m., Malaya called RCMP to report her 2 children, Jack and Lilly, 6, that they had wandered off, right? Jack and Lilly they'd pretty much missed school the whole freaking week, except for Monday and Tuesday. I remember Janie saying I had nothing to do with what they did to those kids. Oh, yeah, she didn't want any. Yeah, she didn't bother to. Yeah, I know what you mean. But if he took his phone, it would ping. Exactly, Marie Antoinette. So I wonder if it was like an alibi type thing. You know what I mean? But then on the other hand, like the RCMP said that they don't see any vehicle on camera. So it's like, but we don't know. We don't know if his phone pinged or anything at all because they haven't given us that information. I just thought it was pretty strange. There was something I was going to look up. I had something written down I want to go over. Okay. So we know on Thursday night, if Janie went inside around supper time, right? 5 or 6 p.m. is usually supper time. Yeah, I think it seems very odd. So you look at it like, here, let me finish this out real quick. You look at it as like, hey, Shan, good to see you. Why would the neighbors lie, right? Like, why would they do that? I don't see why somebody would lie about hearing a vehicle, right? I just don't see that. I really don't. I don't see why they would lie about it. Especially, I mean, even if they hate Daniel, even if they dislike him, why? Yeah, I just don't get it. And two men. Now they said they're not friends, but I'm sure they all know one another, right? They all know one another. It's a small freaking town. Everybody and their mom knows one another, right? Even if you don't want to, you're still going to know about them. I don't know what would be the point, Sherry, other than to have his phone ping. He could have another phone he never said he had. And that's the thing. That's the thing. So if this is true, is he having another phone ping on in these areas? That's what I'm trying to get at. Is he trying to have another phone, like setting it up or something? This is just speculation. I'm not saying this is true, but I am saying that the neighbor, he said that this is exactly the time frames that he heard Daniel, right? We do know that Daniel was up at midnight, right? Because he even said that he flipped the light on in Jack and Lily's room to check on him. He even mentions, which I still cannot find this clip, but I know it's out there because other people have heard it and I still need to look for it. He even mentioned that Jack was up a little after midnight on Thursday night. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, Sherry. Yeah, what would be the point of hearing a car? Exactly. Why would you even, for someone that doesn't want anything to do with the police, right? You know, Brad probably doesn't want anything to do with the police. Why would he go and tell the police if it was a lie? Like, why make up this elaborate plan? I just don't see that happening, especially about two children. People take two missing children very seriously. I don't see someone actually lying about it. I wonder if someone else did this, driver a vehicle and not Daniel. Maybe they needed cell service. Daniel would not want to have his cell phone ping Thursday night, considering his alibi. Could. It is just so strange, though, right? When his phone is pinged, doesn't it tell how far the phone is from the tower? Does it distinguish the exact spot or just the distance? Well, it'll say what tower it's from. I'm not sure how exactly all that works. I really am not. I mean, I'm sure I can look it up, but I'm not real sure how it works. I'll have to dig more into that. I just found it very coincidental. If this did happen, why go to 4 spots in the area that have cell phone service? It has to be something due to having a certain cell phone ping or something. Let's see. I know, yeah, so I'm always very cautious to repeat, but Durwood said Daniel admitted that he was driving from midnight to 5:52. Daniel saw kids on a live at midnight. Oh, yeah. Oh, from 5:52 from midnight, and that's around the same time that we're on the time frame that map I just showed. So he could call somebody. Could call somebody. Absolutely. I feel like it's some type of alibi or allegedly, right? I think it could be, absolutely. I just think it's too coincidental to not mean anything, right? And we know that Janie did say that these areas, well, and then I know that these areas from other people that I speak to in the area that they do have cell phone service. Okay, so I don't know, Squid. When it was on a chat, wasn't it, Magdalena? It was on a chat. Magdalena, where wasn't it a video chat that was in, or was it that you heard that? All right, let me go through this. So, okay, what was I getting at? So my next question is, we know that they got home Thursday at 3:11 p.m., right? We know that Malaya supposedly had this video call with her mom at 3:37. It was on a video. Thank you. Yeah, I remember seeing the video, but I couldn't remember which one. So listen, they get home. Their last stop was Acropole, we were told. They get home at 3:11 p.m., right? And Malaya has a video call with her mom at 3:37 p.m. It says on the documents that Cindy would have seen the kids. So it keeps everybody like, did she see the kids? Or kind of answering it like, yeah, she would have seen the kids because she did a video call, right? And I believe on Cindy's part, it does say that Cindy did see the kids on Cindy's part in the document. Anywho, excuse me. Daniel said that he helped his mom with the fence for a while, for hours, right? Okay, thank you, Magdalena. I appreciate you. Okay. I heard Darren say party all night, but not 52 specifically. All right, now I'm gonna have to go dig that out. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Shan. So think about this. You get home at 3:11. Malaya, I'm thinking if she's doing a video call, she's probably in the house, right? The kids have to be in the house at this time because Malaya even says that she believes the kids went outside, which is telling me that the kids probably went outside later on without her. So if Malaya is doing a video call, just speculating here, she's probably doing it inside in their bedroom or in somewhere quiet, right? Bathroom, maybe, who knows? We were told that she would go into the bathroom a lot and stuff like that. I remember seeing a text where Malaya was in the bathroom in and out a lot or something right before or right after, probably trying to get privacy. Anyway, so Daniel says when he got home, he helped mom with the fence, and it took him a while to find his tools. I don't understand that part. Like, where did he go? Thank you, Shan. I appreciate you. I think it says 5:52. Okay, you guys are awesome. Thank you. So think about this, right? Daniel's getting the tools. So they probably started working on the fence around 4. And you've got like 4 hours, 4.5 hours until it's dark. Because on May 2nd, we were told that sundown was between 8 and 8:30, correct? So 4 o'clock, Daniel starts getting ready, trying to find his tools to help Janie with the fence. While Daniel is looking for his tools, Janie said she was raking the ground. Am I right? So she said you cannot hold a board up with one person. You got to have 2 people to do a board or something like that. So she had to wait for Daniel to get back. So I'm guessing they probably started around 4:30 at the latest, right? Janie said that, let me backtrack a little bit. Okay, here, we'll just skip the part where okay. So they're doing the fence, and this is around 4:30, I'm guessing, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Janie says she goes in to get supper. Supper time's usually around what, 5 or 6? 5 or 6? 5:36 a.m. I'm going to send it. Oh, thank you, Magdalena. You're awesome. Thank you. And I'll match it up with the time frame that I have. Thank you. So basically, oh my goodness, I got ADD so bad. I'm trying to like keep track. So think about it. If Janie goes inside around 5, 6 o'clock, that's supper time, right? So is Daniel still working on the fence by himself? And the kids are allegedly out there with him, because Malaya said that Jack and Lilly came inside when it got dark. And Daniel said the same thing. But he said that he didn't realize that the kids were still awake at this time, right? He said the kids were not, he didn't realize the kids were still awake, which is very strange. So Daniel came inside when it got dark. The kids came inside when it got dark. Janie, it seemed like, went in to eat dinner around between 5 and 6, I'm guessing. She says she went in to get supper. So she only helped Daniel, it seemed like, with the fence for like an hour or so. And then he just did it himself, I'm guessing. Does that seem right? So when he went in, then the children went in. Sent in text message, Daphne. Okay. Thank you. No, you're fine. You're fine. Thank you. Text message? You sent text message or? Yes. So around nighttime. So it was around 8:30 p.m. And the children, it says that they went in when it got dark, which is around 8:30 p.m. as well. Right? Yes. Okay. All right. So let me pull this up some more. We're just going to go through these real quick. And then I want to go to something. Why won't this? Okay, 1 second. There we go. It's like so trying to remember craziness, right? Okay. Remember Daniel said May 1st was an ordinary day, right? That's why he has no details. No details. But the details he does have was he remembered checking on Jack and Lilly at midnight. He remembers building the fence. He remembers going and finding his tools. Right here, well, he kind of got the days mixed up on Wednesday and Thursday, right? And then, according to GPS, remember, they got home around 3:30 Thursday. And then Daniel and Malaya can't remember what time Jack and Lilly ate that day, which I thought was strange as well. And their timelines were flipped, but it seemed like Daniel kept flipping Wednesday and Thursday. So this states right here, Daniel stated he came in from fixing the fence with Janie around 8:30. But Janie said she went inside to get supper, right? And she says, I don't know what time they ate. I don't know what time they went in, right? Remember, she said that in her voice messages. She says, fixing the fence with Janie, and Daniel went in around 8:30. And Jack and Lilly were already in bed, according to Daniel. But Malaya said that the kids went inside when it got dark, right? So it says Malaya said she got the kids around and they went to bed around 9 p.m. And then she changed it to 10. She also said they normally go to bed around 7, but not that night. Don't you find that weird too? Why did the kids go to bed at 10 that night? They usually go around 7. I thought that was strange as well. Then Daniel said he went to bed fairly early on May 1st, right? But it was midnight. It was midnight. How was that fairly early, right? After midnight. And then he went to bed after that. He didn't see what Jack and Lilly were wearing because they were under the covers. And he states he never seen Jack on May 2nd. But yet, he said that Jack, in one of the interviews, right, that Jack was wearing a brown shirt and brown pants. And then somehow his pants changed to black later on. It's just crazy. Yeah, that is odd. It's 3 hours later than normal. Absolutely. Thank you, Arcadian Girl, for becoming a member here. We appreciate you so much for being a part of our family. And check out the really cool emojis in there too. I added some really cool stuff. Yeah, it is sus to me. Why all these coincidences, right? We have Janie didn't go to town with her brother, right? That day. We have, usually she'll like tell Malaya if they've got their coats and stuff, not wearing their coats or the boots. She'll usually tell them, but she didn't that day, right? The kids didn't go to bed at their normal time that night, Thursday night. Why all these strange coincidences? Oh, thank you, Arcadian Girl. I appreciate you. I covered my grays today. Thank you. So they can remember going to dig for tools. But yeah, and that's the thing. How do you remember going to dig for tools, but can't remember what the kids ate or had on? And why are all these strange, like, in the beginning, that's not what the kids are wearing type thing? Like, wouldn't you want to have a description, exact description, what you can remember, what the children had on so they can be found? I just don't understand that. Okay, so this part too, right, with the clothes. Malaya also claims the kids went to bed in the clothes they were wearing earlier that day, yet they didn't initially know what they were wearing. But yet, that was another thing I talked about. Be back in a bit. Going to start. Oh, okay, Miss Sherry. Enjoy your supper, hon. But yet, they washed clothes on Wednesday, right? Malaya said she didn't want to change them because Malaya didn't change them out of their clothes because she hadn't taken the clothes out of the bags yet. Which tells me one thing, right? Either, like, because the kids would have been in the same clothes since Wednesday, correct? They had to have been. They had to have been in the same clothes since Wednesday, in my opinion. Same clothes. Was she planning on leaving? Is that why she kept the kids' clothes in the bag? I don't know. It's so freaking weird. And then, of course, the 3 adults on the property were dozing in and out of sleep, or were they sleeping but not asleep, right? Like, it's crazy. How do they know what time that Jack and Lilly went missing if not one of them actually saw? Like, you know what I mean? They said they did see Lilly at 8:30. And at this time at 8:30, they could hear, well, Daniel said he heard Jack in the kitchen. I don't know. It's freaking weird, guys. It's so weird. Here again, where is it at? Right here. Let's see. Daniel later said Malaya had to get blood work on Thursday between 12:40 and 1, right? So Thursday is just a very strange day. Very strange. And then how he flipped the days and stuff is very odd to me too. All right, hold on one second. I got a bunch of stuff here I want to show you. 1 second. Okay. That will be in just a minute. Okay. And Janie wrote in a chat, she wrote, the kids were home Wednesday and Thursday and never go outside. What made them want to go outside on Friday? This makes no freaking sense to me. Tash. Thank you for being a member, hon. We welcome you to the family. I joined so I can say this. The clothes wouldn't have been in bags, so she could just leave, or she would have taken the clothes unless she left them because Jack and Lilly were gone. See, I was thinking this, right? If it's true, she didn't have her clothes there, think about it. She had to have brought some clothes back with her, or else it would look like she was leaving, because you can't just leave all the clothes there. He would know something's up, right? So think about this. If she opened the bag of clothes of Jack and Lily's and Meadow's clothes up and started hanging them up on hangers and putting them in the drawers, Daniel's going to be like, well, where's your clothes at? Where's your stuff? What is she going to say? Right? Oh, they're still in the bag? No, they're not, because you just emptied the bag with all the clothes. Do you see what I'm saying? Could leave. Yeah. Could leave. Absolutely. Yeah. Or made it easier for her to leave, maybe. I don't know. Unless they were already gone. Could be. There's a few different possibilities with the clothes thing. Also, it's easy just to open a bag and grab clean pajamas or clean clothes for your children. If they were outside playing, right? Aren't they going to be dirty? Janie says when she came out of the camper that day, I don't know what time she came out of the camper on Thursday, because they got home at 3:11. Malaya soon got on the phone with her mom with a video call so Cindy could see the kids. That was at 3:37. So that was what, 25 minutes later, right? So how long did Cindy visit with the kids on the phone with FaceTime? Or did the kids go outside right after that? What time did Janie come out of the camper? Like 4:00, right? Did she come out at 4:00? She had to. And then she only stayed out for like, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours until she went back in for supper. It's like lack of details with all this. It's strange, right? Because another time Janie says she heard them outside Thursday and her dog was barking, and then she let her dog and wait, Thursday, and her dog was barking and she let the dog out. Then she went inside to make supper every time. Yes, Magdalene, it's like a different freaking story every time. Tash says that makes a lot of sense, because if she had taken them out, he would know. Yes, that's what I was thinking. It's either that, or like what you had mentioned above, or like they were already gone. But we know that they were seen on camera, and that Cindy said that she saw them at 3:37. So, it's very strange. I wonder if it was just one bag of clothes, right? I mean, I heard it was just, you could just take this with a grain of salt too. Like, we saw a couple bags of Jack and Lily's clothes. Remember, in those clear bags? But I don't know if that was the actual laundry or not. I don't know if that was actual laundry. Hi, Nita. Thank you so much for becoming a new member here. We appreciate you for being a part of our family. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cheryl. Hi, good to see you. That's what I'm saying. I thought that they were outside Thursday as well, right? There are so many stories. I don't understand that. Yes, there was 6 weeks worth of laundry. And they bought takeout. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, you guys. Exactly. All right, you guys, let's go. I saw that. I was like, what the heck? The kids were home Wednesday and Thursday. I guess we're home from school, and they never went outside. What makes them want to go outside Friday? I thought they were always outside looking for like Jack looking for bugs and stuff like that. Okay. Who would know? Who would know that they were home Friday, you guys? Although judging the amount of time Daniel wears the same shirt. Yeah, I know, right, Tash? Hi, Charmaine. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. I appreciate you for being a part of our family. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Daniel wears the same shirt. Jen says, I can't begin to imagine 6 weeks. I know, 6 weeks of freaking laundry. That's crazy, right? Like, I wash freaking laundry every day, I'm telling you. It's just me now. Hi, Miss Robin. Yeah, I'm still here. Hope your appointment was good. 3 people would know the kids would be home. Absolutely. Charmaine says, no, the clear bags were not the laundry. Thank you for confirming that. Those were the bags Daniel loaded for the MC. Thank you so much. Thank you. I wonder where the bag of laundry is then. You would think that after they did the laundry, the stuff would be folded, right? Thank you, Charmaine. Thank you. So usually, and do you think Malaya, like 6 weeks of freaking clothes? So think about it. For her to do clothes on Wednesday, 6 weeks worth, right? Did she put all the kids in one bag and then all of hers, you know what I mean? All of Daniel's. It's just strange to me. Yes, you would think, and in my opinion, I think her grandmother probably did her laundry for her and folded it. Just my opinion, just from hearing from family members say that she doesn't, you know what I mean? I would think, yeah, you would think it would be folded in there. So I don't know. It's just very strange. Excuse me. Is this the one I wanted to look at? Hold on 1 second. All right. This was on Wednesday. Let's see. Here we go. Again on this is Thursday. Daniel said they thought they went to bed. Make sure. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Daniel later said Malaya had to get blood work on Thursday between 12. Okay, we already went over that one. You could not remember Wednesday or not. So yeah, he's getting all the days mixed up. So we know this one, right? This is they used to live with Patty, but moved because Daniel and Patty didn't get along, right? That's why they moved. So let's see. Oh, yeah. This was another discrepancy I found too when I was looking for the Thursday information. This is another discrepancy I found, you guys. Yeah, grandma would fold the clothes. Absolutely. I honestly think that grandma folded the clothes. That makes no sense to wait that long without doing laundry and 3 kids. No, I agree. I absolutely agree, you guys. Yeah, Janie has a wash-a-spinner. Wash-a-spinner. The clothes dry really fast when you have a wood stove. Mm-hmm. Hi, Roseanne. Good to see you. Said it all seemed okay, but never said she saw Jack and Lilly. Yeah, on her part in the document. Yeah, we'll go over that. Wasn't Janie's washer really small? They have a washer out in their yard or dryer or something. So not to get off track, but I do want to mention something. So this was Friday morning, right? And this is just something that poked out at me where I have it highlighted. So I'm just going to read this paragraph right here. Daniel said, this is concerning Friday morning. Daniel said he got up, but he didn't hear the kids. So this would be 9:40 in the morning. He thought it was only a few minutes since Lilly last poked her head in, which would have been an hour and 10 minutes, right? Because Lilly last poked her head in at 8:30, we were told. He went out and saw the back sliding door was closed. And I want to pause it right there for a minute. Do you remember earlier on where Janie said that she heard Daniel yelling from the back door? And I made a video and I'm like, how does she know he's yelling from the back door if she didn't actually see him yelling from the back door? Is she that good with knowing that where you're at without looking? You would think her to have to move in the trailer, but still a washer. Yeah. Oh, Shan, thank you for the $5. Thank you, my dear. Triple checked. You are freaking phenomenal. Magdalena is right, Darren said. Brad Wong, he is telling the truth. Daniel was running around from midnight till about 5:36 in the morning. You are freaking phenomenal. All right. And then our last stop, let's see. Let's see what time our last stop was on here. Give me 1 second. All right. Our last stop was at the Landsdowne Road. He said it was between like 4 and 5 in the morning. 4 or 5 in the morning. So, I mean, is it a coincidence that, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just find it strange that he went to 4 places that have cell phone service. Has to mean something. Has to mean. Allegedly. I'm just going to say allegedly. Has to mean, right? Shan, thank you. I appreciate you. You are phenomenal, my dear. It's crazy they didn't have a washer. When I was growing up, we lived in a trailer just like that. We had a washer and dryer. I didn't have a dryer, but we had a washer. My mom made me hang up the clothes on the clothesline. Fun times. I can't imagine that back door is too quiet. And that's the thing, Squid. That's the thing. When everybody's seen children go out a heavy sliding door, right? I mean, if you have children and you have a sliding door, you've seen them try to close a sliding door. This is how children close doors. They always put their hands on the glass. Does not matter. They always put their hands on glass or a mirror. Because I remember when I was a kid, don't touch the glass, don't touch the mirror. Or you tell your kids, don't touch the glass, don't touch the mirror because it leaves fingerprints, right? My grandma, she was like crazy always with Windex and stuff. First thing kids do, put their hands, and it's easier for them to close the door too. They'll take it and they'll slide it like that. So it's like, and it's usually loud. It's usually really freaking loud. Kids are loud. That's what they do, right? So how the hell they not hear that damn door? And wouldn't there be fresh fingerprints on the glass? That's what I'm saying. If they, in fact, did leave out the sliding door. Just something to think about for a minute, right? Just something to think about, I think. I think that back door is loud as hell. Robin, thank you so much for becoming a new member. I'm just going to say member because I know you guys have been members, but you guys are phenomenal. Thank you so much. And I love you guys, seriously. I love having you guys for parts of my family. Thank you. You guys are awesome. What I just called it the wrong thing, but I meant Janie's RV. I kept forgetting there was more than one trailer when I referred to it. Oh, you're fine. Yeah, a mini unit. Okay. A mini unit. It's strange, yeah. Yeah, I call it a trailer too, even though it's an RV party and yeah, I know, right? Why is he partying? Why is he partying on the street for? Right? You think he was allegedly using a burner phone to buy? I don't know. I felt like it was something. I think it was something Timu special. Don't start. I think it was something a part of oh my god, now I can't stop thinking of freaking Timu. Like an alibi thing or something. But that's just me. That's just me speculating. Because I don't understand why someone would do that. Other than trying to create an alibi, maybe. Yeah, the sliding door is probably super dirty from them anyways, absolutely going in and out. And I find it strange that they close the door this time, usually when they don't close the door, right? Timu special. Dude, Robin, I was laughing for literally I've been laughing. I thought about it today and I was laughing. With the kids 4 and 6, close that door tightly. Usually kids like slam doors and stuff. They actually might have both tried to close it, right? So I don't know. I'm sure the RCMP took fingerprints off of the glass. Party involves one. Yeah, true. Yeah. Well, I guess you could have a party in your pants or a party. Party involves more than one person. I don't know. If you're on some math, you probably have party with your freaking personalities, I think. I don't know. What do you Yeah, pity party for one. Yeah. Timu party. Let's have a Timu party. I love that emoji with me with the freaking glasses on. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yeah, I know. Maybe he's out there. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. Don't want. I need to know, you guys. Party for one. One party for you. All right. He goes on to say the kids didn't usually close it when they went outside. So there's another coincidence right there, right? Their boots were gone. It just says it. Boots are gone. This is strange right here. So you know how I have clips of 4 different times, 4 different Daniels, right? 4 different Daniels. And he tells 4 different stories about what happened that morning. Well, here's a 5th one for you here in a minute. Daniel ran around the house looking for him. I should make a video, a little AI video with this section right here. But they were not there. Malaya got up when he got up as well and was looking for the kids. Daniel ran outside, but they were not in the yard and he couldn't see them. He got in the car, otherwise known as a 2017 white Nissan Pathfinder, and drove around. Then he ran around the woods looking for them. He searched for hours. Period. He searched for hours, guys. Hours. But yet, when he got back, the RCMP were there and told him not to search. There you go. Search for hours within an area or, yeah, exactly. Daniel's having a party in his mouth and, oh my God. Oh my God, you guys are freaking killing me. Yeah. Palmolive and her 5 friends. Oh my God. Freaking Shan. Get out of here. Palmolive. Oh my gosh. Is he driving around in her Nissan Pathfinder? Yeah, it says 4 hours here, right? He searched 4 hours. And that's the thing right there. That's the thing, guys. Because he says, listen to this. He says that the first one, the very first one on the news, remember it was raining, he's doing the interview. He says that when he got back, right? When he got back home, he went out and searched, right? And that was the first one. Then the second one said when he got back, he just waited for the RCMP to get there. Then the third one was something like when he got back, he parked by the marsh, right? And this time frame is so iffy with them because Janie said she was walking 6 acres too at this time, right? 6 acres. But it was like 20 minutes or something. It was freaking nuts. And then this time, Daniel parked by the marsh. RCMP were there because they were running up to see Malaya, right? So you got to think about it. If Malaya made the call at 10:01 a.m., right, and he was allegedly coming out of the kids' cabins around this time, and Malaya was like still on the phone with them, he ran inside the house, grabbed 1 pair of keys because there was 2 sets, took her vehicle, but he got home with the one and said that the RCMP were there. Why is there so many fucking stories? Yeah, I think it is too, Joyous. And everywhere you look, maybe it was different places he went during the night. Absolutely. That would be 4 hours. Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys are so funny. Oh my God. I'm a bad witch. My original suspicion was that the kids went missing on Thursday evening. They waited till dark to see if they would come back and then still not back for school. And they finally called. Yeah. I honestly think something happened on Thursday. Yep. Hours, 25 minutes equals math time. That's freaking, it's math time, guys. You know, like it's Miller time. It's math time. It's freaking nuts, guys. All right, here, look. Freaking 4 hours, you guys, 4 hours. He said he did not look at the time and didn't even take his phone. Wow. Yep. This is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. This I want to show you something. This is not really on, well, this is going to be regarding the search and stuff, because I want to go over a couple things with the searches. I have like so much to show you guys. I'm probably going to be on here for like 5 hours. Sorry. Remember how we were told they searched, what was it, 8 kilometers? We were told they researched 8 kilometers, right? And Danny got us out here doing fractions. I don't understand. And Malaya said he was lying too to the news. Why would you even do that? Why would you lie to the news and tell a different story to the police? Who would do that? I don't understand. I think when Janie says she went to her RV to eat dinner, I think the children were outside and nobody was taking care of them. Something could have happened. Absolutely. Yeah, something could have been. Absolutely. I've thought about that. I have absolutely thought about that. Someone looking for a Netflix special. Yeah, right? It is that bad, isn't it? It is that bad. I just noticed this. So I know that they talked about searching 8 kilometers. I can never say this freaking word, and I always say that. Kilometers, right? Or kilometers or whatever. And this is actually where Melissa Scott, right? Where Melissa Scott lives is 8.2 kilometers. So I wonder if they searched out here in Glengarry Station. If anybody knows, please let me know. I'm curious. I remember one of the early comments that Janie said was that they weren't her grandchildren and she wasn't responsible for them. I remember that. I remember that too. That bothers me too. Yeah. And she didn't have a picture because she got to see them every day. Tomato, it is, right? I don't know why. Like my brain wants to say it one way, but I know I want to say it another. So it always screws with me. Okay, so we're going to get into, I'm still going on about Thursday and Friday because Thursday is freaking key. And then it comes down to who would know they were home? Nobody. No, except for all 3 people on the property and the bus driver, right? Yeah. The cop out gets me every time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cop out. Mm-hmm. Cop out. Mm-hmm. So this is just a, which one is this one? This is, oh yeah. So we're going to get into this as well. So on Thursday, major crime investigators arrived at the rundown mobile home to speak to Daniel Martel, 33, who described himself to the Globe as the children's stepfather. They were there to ask for electronic devices, to, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. So I wanted to get into, where is it at? Okay, an RCMP helicopter flew overhead scanning the family property, which backs onto the dense forest. They had like 3 helicopters actually at one point. The RCMP have defended their decision not to issue an Amber Alert in this case, right? They still haven't issued an Amber Alert, arguing the investigation didn't meet the criteria, which includes the belief that the child has been abducted or is in grave danger, right? The Mounties also declined to discuss the stepfather's claim that the divers were called in on Thursday I just thought that was weird. We talked about this before. Landsdowne Lake ordered to confirm a report that tracking dogs had followed the kids' scent to the end of the family's driveway. Remember this, Squid, when we were talking about this like a couple months ago? With the kids sent to the end of the driveway? We still have not heard anything else about that. Nothing. And I found a clip today too from Amy Hansen, and she really goes into detail about the boot print, and she didn't mention any other boot print or anything. So it makes you wonder, like, why was that mentioned if it's not even mentioned in the documents or anything? It's freaking strange. Jen says, I felt from the beginning that there was an accident of some kind. They panicked knowing CPS was already involved. They would have rattled each other out by now if all were involved. Yeah. I feel like something on Thursday, just too many red flags. Tash said, and then not letting them in the trailer too could have been, or could have forgot they were outside, maybe, unless it's still redacted. Yeah. It could still be redacted, but a lot of that search part is kind of, yeah, there's no confirmation about the scent to the driveway. It is interesting. So and then with Janie's footprint in the driveway, she never spoke about that. What in the world would Janie not let them in there? Yes, I agree, Joyous. Yes. RCMP should have closed the property from day one. All right, here we go. All right, that one. All right. It's all about stinking Thursday. So this one is Malaya's, right? So this is Malaya's Google timeline. It goes over the Thursday, 12:10, drove for 39 minutes, Dollarama. That's the blood part right there. Lawton's. The thing is, I don't even see, hold on one second. I don't even see Acropole on there on her timeline, which is really strange. RC, they keep talking about the gate in their fence being shut, being able to hear it. It wasn't even a gate there from what I could tell either. It's so weird. So this is just what Malaya said for Thursday. She got the kids something to eat, and then they were watching TV. So they might have gone outside sometime to play. So Malaya, my guess, she was still inside. And the kids went outside to play after they talked to her mom, I guess, their grandmother. She says she got their teeth brushed, and they wore the clothes that they had on because all the clothes were still in bags. So she must have had multiple bags, I guess, not just one bag, from when she washed them at her grandma's house on Wednesday. And she hadn't gotten around to putting them away. Lilly and Jack were hyper and excited, but she got them tucked into bed around 10 p.m. All right, which one is this one? Oh, that's the same one that we just read. Let's see here. This talks about Friday morning. Again, Daniel confirmed the kids would not go out the front door because he had jammed a wrench or a bolt. Hi, Leslie. Good to see you. How do you not know if they went outside? Yeah, I don't understand it. I know some people, right? Some people are like, well, I would lay in bed sometime and let my 4 and 6-year-old run around. And I'm thinking, I never freaking did that. If you're tired or not feeling good and you have little kids, go lay on the couch and watch them, right? Have them watch a movie or something. But don't just not watch them. I just don't understand that. Yeah, exactly. Hyper and excited, but too sick to go to school. exactly. All right. I want to take you over to this. And there is a great video I want to show you guys in just a second. And we're going to get into this searching thing. 1 second. Pull this up. Oh my goodness. You guys should see my lighting setup in here. It is so ghetto. All right.
5 months after Jack and Lilly Sullivan vanished, their stepfather Daniel Martel says he continues to search for answers and cooperate with police. That included when cadaver dogs recently came to a property.
I come home and the dogs were already, on scene, and they were there for about an hour before I got there. I didn't know the exact day when the arrival was going to happen. So it was even a surprise to me, but at the end of the day, everything's ruled out there, and I hope this speculation, turns elsewhere.
2 dogs trained to detect human remains were brought in from British Columbia the week of September 22nd. They spent about 3 days searching a total of 40 kilometers for evidence of the 2 missing children.
They didn't locate any human remains or anything associated to this file or any open files.
Staff Sergeant Rob McCammon is the officer in charge of major crime and behavioral sciences in Nova Scotia. He says the dogs scoured the Landsdowne property where the siblings lived. They also sniffed the woods where a pink blanket was previously found and a nearby pipeline and intersecting trails. He wouldn't confirm whether people were questioned during the latest search, but Martel tells CBC one of the RCMP dog handlers had tough questions for him about the day before the children disappeared.
He said that Thursday didn't have enough details, and we think you did something to the kids Thursday night. I said to him that Thursday was just an ordinary day until I woke up on Friday morning. And that's when life changed.
Martel says the cadaver dog searched inside his trailer and police even looked under his deck. McCammon says his team is prepared to keep working on this case until it's solved.
This is not something that we stop working on. We've got 2 young children, Lilly and Jack, who've gone missing from their home, and it is a Missing Persons Act investigation still at this time. But we need to find answers to that. There's a lot of legitimate public concerns about how 2 children go missing and we can't find them. So we're going to continue until we have answers.
He says bringing dogs back to these woods again could be a possibility if new information suggests they missed something. Angela McIver, CBC News, Landsdowne.
All right, guys, let me remove that. Remove that before my computer. Yes, interesting that he didn't say we didn't find anything, but anything related to the file. Absolutely. There's some other ones that I got to show you as well. Let me show you this real quick. Right? Auto stage. All right. I hope I'm not freezing up. Front door is closer to where they parked. Yes, absolutely. Whoa. Okay, this is regarding the search, right? Hold on. Did I blow it up too much? All right. Mad Dog. All right. This is Daniel. He's talking about the searcher, right? Ouch. The searcher. The canine handler, I'm sorry. He put his hand on my shoulder and said, Daniel, 2 children just don't go missing. I replied, yes, sir. I'm well aware of that. He then said something happened Thursday night. I said, no, it didn't. What are you referring to? He then said, we think you did something Thursday night. That's when I said, do you even know anything on the case? Right? He goes, he replied, no, not really. I've seen you on the news once in BC. The conversation went a little something like, that may not be word for word. It was heartbreaking and sickening, he said. I told the investigators after this, and they told me, Daniel, I'm sorry about that. We know what we know, and I'm sorry that happen to you, right? We do know that Daniel just had to go give a blood sample as well, right? Daniel just had to give a blood sample just recently. Wouldn't they have already had, so they already had Daniel's DNA, like probably, right? From him getting water and whatever, right? They've had the blanket, the pink blanket, for a very long time, for like 8, almost 9 months, right? Because they found the pink blanket, what, on the first day? Yes. So did they find something on this last search that they're trying to compare blood to? I'm just curious. Did they find something? The human remains dogs find something? Hey, Salty. Hey, girl. Wonder why they didn't get a blood sample earlier. Maybe because they didn't have any blood to compare it with? Just curious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a good question, Deborah. Wonder why they didn't get a blood sample earlier. Maybe because they didn't have a blood sample to compare something with. Or, I don't even know. Everybody's blood is different, right? Yes, I mean, your DNA is going to be on the pink blanket. Skin cells, just, our skin is constantly shedding, right? And then saliva, if he had a glass of water or whatever while he was there, he said he did. They took his DNA. But why just now get a blood sample from him within the past couple months? Right after the human remains dogs searched and Please Bring Me Home searched. I'm just curious about that. Very curious about that. Okay, I want to take you over to this video here. I hope you all are enjoying the show today. It's just a bunch of stuff I just question. And one second, I'll make sure you guys can see this. I'm going to take my camera off so I don't freeze to death here. All right, I have some stuff in order that I want to play and go through with you guys. I'm just going to leave it like this here. You guys can see that? Okay. All right, so this will be the next one. All right.
We covered everywhere possible. Even in the first day we did. Even with me running through the woods, I was ahead of the helicopters and ahead of the drones and stuff like that. Screaming as loud as I can. Just until my throat hurt. Running through water that was up to my waist. And as soon as I got back, I wasn't allowed back in the woods until a man dressed in a military outfit said I could go back into the woods.
4 days into the search for his missing stepkids, Jack Sullivan.
All right, Joyous. Thanks for being here, hon. I appreciate you. You have a good day.
Daniel Martel is pleading with the public to keep their eyes peeled, but he has begun to lose hope they are anywhere in the vicinity.
I hate being wet and cold, so they immediately would have came right back into the house. The only 2 prints are right beside the house facing the road, and then that's it.
Martel wants the search to be extended to include provincial borders in case the children were abducted, a reality he says is becoming more and more likely.
Post any officers they can get at the New Brunswick border, PI border, and get them at every airport possible.
Martel confirmed that when the 2 children went missing from the home behind me, Lily was wearing a pink shirt and pink rain boots. She was also carrying a white backpack with strawberries on it. Martel says although he didn't see Jack that morning, he's believed to be wearing a brown shirt, brown pants with a pull-up diaper on underneath, and blue rain boots with dynamite.
I wanted to stop it right there. Bye, Jen. Thank you so much, hon. Go enjoy your dinner. Brown pants, brown shirt. So, but why did it change? Why did his freaking clothing change? That's the reason why I wanted to play that, right? I'm going to remove that for a sec. Give me a second. I got some more for you. Make sure that's pulled up. Okay. Before we get into all this searching stuff, and then I have polygraph stuff for you in just a minute. And this here. All right. So basically, yeah, that interview is creepy. Why is my dog? She's trying to break down the door. Okay. I'm going to explain about what type of search they did, if you guys don't know. Yes, we know. Yeah, wasn't Jack originally in a diaper? Yes, Tash. That's what I thought, right? When I first heard, I'm like, how? So he just went missing. He just had a pull up on? That's what I thought. See how small that pink ribbon is? That's why I thought. Yeah, I know, Salty. There was another photo too that went around that I thought was a pink blanket, but it was a ribbon. There's another photo. I think it's on Landsdowne Road. I'll have to find it and show it to you, because I thought it was a pink blanket at one point, but it was like multiple ribbons or something. They put multiple ribbons in this one spot. And the Sunny said it was ribbons, and Char did. I thought it looked like a blanket to me, like a fuchsia blanket. Okay, so this is the type of search they did on Jack and Lily's case, right? On looking for Jack and Lilly. This is how tedious, right? This is how much they put into the search. They did a type 2 closed search, right? It's often referred to in a search and rescue as a closed spacing sweep, right? And it's when you have people lined up together really close, and you just walk into the area like that together, right? Is highly, my dog, where was I at? A high intensity ground search technique used in woods or wilderness areas when there is a high probability of finding a missing person or critical clue within a confined specific area. It is designed to be closed, meaning the searchers are spaced so closely together that it is nearly impossible for them to miss an object, such as an unconscious or injured persons, as in this case, right? Here's an explanation of the technique. Key characteristics. I can never say that word for some reason. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. Purpose: to achieve a near 100% probability of a detection, right, in a high priority area. Spacing: searchers are spaced closely together, typically less than 10 meters, 30 feet apart, sometimes even at arm's length, about 5 to 6 feet, depending on terrain and visibility. Personnel requires a large number of trained personnel, usually 6 to 10 per team, to be effective. Methodology. A closed grid implies that the spacing is tight enough that the searcher's vision overlaps with the person next to them, eliminating gaps. Okay, this one is steps for conducting a type 2 closed grid search. It's exactly what they did on Jack and Lily's case. Define and mark boundaries. Establish a clear baseline, road, trail, tape, to start the search. The area should be tightly defined to make the search efficient. Form the line. Searchers line up along the baseline, the predetermined closed interval. Coordinate movement. A team leader controls the pace. The team moves forward in a straight line, keeping the line as straight as possible to prevent gaps. And thorough investigation. Searchers must check every bush, tree, rock formation, and possible hiding spot. Remember Amy talking about they could be hiding under a rock or something, right? Or in the tree or something like that. Okay, directional shift, the grid. Once the area is searched in a one direction, the team may turn a 90 degrees and search the same area again in a cross pattern and for maximum efficiency. And then flagging, tracking, using GPS trackers to track movement, and flagging tape, which was seen. Salty was just talking about it, how those bright flags that they had, the markers, right, to mark the boundaries of the cleared area. let's see. This just talks about the differences. A closed versus open. A closed grid has a small tight spacing, right? Compared to an open is wide. Type 2 versus type 1 in many systems. Type 1 is a hasty search. Fast, low spacing. Type 2 is a slower, more deliberate and structural grid search. When to use it, it talks about when to use it, right? Obviously, looking for children, right? Evidence collection too, when looking for small specific clues rather than just one person. So I just wanted to show you guys that would be sensory hell for a kid. Just a pull up. Yeah, I know, Squid. It was what, 42 degrees that day, I believe. See how small that ribbon is? That's why I thought it was yeah. Mm-hmm. No more tests. Janie spilling stuff is going to give our CMP heads up. The witness real quick. Hello. Good to see you, Angel Wings. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hi, Patriot Girl. Good to see you. All right. Now I want to take you to this. Give me a second. This is a great video. And I don't know. I know some of you have probably seen it, but this one has got some new stuff in it. 1 second. 1 second. Do that real quick. Share screen right there. There's so many buttons. There we go. I'm going to remove myself so I don't freeze. Aw, Longing Heart, thank you for becoming a new member here. We welcome you to our family here at Daphne's Key Smiles. Thank you so much. Great to have you. Daniel didn't even double down on the pull-up. I can't see him keeping a pull-up. Yeah, I know. I can't see him keeping a pull-up on for that long. Very strange, right? And the backpack. I think those items are out there somewhere. All right. I want to go through this video with you guys.
Do you think those kids are in the woods?
Put on closed caption.
From everything I've seen, yes. We got the first call shortly after 11 on Friday morning on the 2nd that there was 2 children lost up here in Landsdowne, and we just deployed the team and got here as fast as we could.
And when you got that first call, did anything stand out about that first call? Was unique or unusual? Or?
It's not common to have 2 lost subjects in that kind of scenario. So with kids like that, it's not common to have the 2.
Not common.
It's not uncommon. So a pair of hikers is overdue or something like that. But with kids, it is a little uncommon to have 2 gone missing.
Have you found anything?
The only thing that we had was the boot prints that everybody, and we still cannot 100% say that they belong to the children, but that was.
I want to pause it right there for 1 second. She says the only thing, this video was back in, let me make sure. I want to get the date. So the date is critical. The date is critical. Give me a second. I don't want to mess up the video. This was, oops, shoot. Sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. June 20th, right? Remember that the documents were, they were doing the documents already, right? So this was almost July. And she says the only thing we found was the boot prints. And she says we can't even like guarantee that it's them. Thank you, Longing Heart, for being here. I appreciate you. We cannot guarantee that it's them. Now, we do know that she got the receipt, right? The receipt off the document saying that it's the same size as Lilly, but they can't guarantee that it's them. Yeah. Yeah, it could be, absolutely. Aired later on. So wouldn't it, the thing is though, they can't guarantee it. Even though it says in the documents though, that It's the same size as Lilly. There's other kids out there as well. We know there's other kids out there. There was one on a four-wheeler. And she said that we were out there looking, but it didn't say what area she was in, right? That was Lily's friend, because the bus driver said that's how he found out that they were missing, was because of Lily's friend, his daughter. Wasn't there something about supposed school field trip that had been in the area? Oh, I haven't heard about that, Tosh. If you heard about that, let me know. I haven't heard about that.
It was pretty much the only thing that we had.
You think they're in the woods?
I have not been told anything to lead me to any other conclusion at this point.
Why can't you find them?
They're small, they'd be hiding. They would have crawled underneath something probably when they got tired. They could have gone further than what we searched. There's all kinds of scenarios, unfortunately. So we're on Landsdowne Road. It was in one of the areas that was searched extensively, as you can tell from like the flagging tape in the woods. So when teams
So when we were on Landsdowne area, it was one of the areas that we searched as well. So
are tasked, they get a bearing or a waypoint or both for where they are to start. So they come down into the woods and they'll tie a ribbon so they know where their start point is. And then they start on their compass bearing into the woods. As you can see another. So this is where they were going straight into the woods. So they're following their bearing, putting their flag line down and searching at the same time, coming up through all of this stuff.
How much of this is down because of Fiona?
A lot of this is down because of Fiona, and some of it could have come down after the fact, but the vast majority of it was probably from Fiona. So grid searching comes in different types. So we have type 1, type 2, and type 3. A type 1 is fairly open. So if we're looking more for signs of travel or say larger objects, so if we know they have a backpack or something like that, we can space people out, 10, 20 meters apart. And especially if we think somebody's going to be responsive, so they're going to talk to us when they're calling to us, we'll do open. We were doing closed grid or type 2, so teams were very close together because we were expecting children to be hiding. A lot of children that age range will hide. So if we're 20 meters apart in some of these woods, you can't see 2 feet away from you. Like there would be places where teams would be almost able to touch their fingertips together and they couldn't actually see each other through the bushes. It's that thick in places.
So they're like 3 foot probably from each other.
So how does this compare to what your teams have been dealing with?
This is actually fairly mild compared to some of the areas.
Mild. It looks like such a mess.
It does look like a mess, and you got the thorn bushes and the deadfalls, but there's places that are actually a lot worse, but there are places that are a little bit better as well.
But what would be worse?
A lot more deadfall. You can get places where it's just deadfall on top of deadfall on top of deadfall, and you literally have to crawl underneath of it or climb over top of it.
You were also saying, though, to the general public, don't come help us. Why did you say that?
We don't want the general public in the area because we use a lot of very specialized assets like canines that are looking for the freshest humans that they can find. So if we have somebody from the public go through an area and we don't know, but we were deliberately waiting to send a canine into that area, that canine could get on the track from that person, and then we've just wasted that resource because once that dog's probably done its track, they're probably exhausted and can't go out and do anything else. And same as drones, if we're flying a drone over the area and we get a heat signature from somebody in an area and we can't identify who or what it is, then we have to send GSAR resources in or police resources to confirm who that is. And in the same breath, a lot of it comes down to training. So our people are trained to look for the little things, the footprints, the pieces of clothing that are discarded, the broken branches, the spots where somebody might have crawled in underneath something and had a nap or something like that. So they're very clue sensitive is what we call it. They're clue finders. So we're not just looking for the 2 children. We're looking for all the evidence of them going through the area, which is a big part of what we do. So when the boot print was found, we told the team just to send us the coordinates. We got a picture. Yeah, it looks like a children's rubber boot print, which is what we were looking for. Conversed with the incident commander. Yeah, we're going to send. We sent an RCMP K9 in first. Then we sent human tracking teams, so like man trackers. So we have some members that have been trained to do tracking themselves. We sent them in and we did some grid searching in the area to just to follow up. And then the RCMP forensics unit went in and did actually a cast of the boot print. We did investigate a few wells and mine shafts. The teams came across them in the woods, so they would look in them as best they could. There was one mine shaft we actually ended up flying a drone into to see if there was any sign of anything going in there, because it wasn't safe to send people in. And there was no sign of any disturbance or anything inside the mine shaft. So I know they're still doing investigation. Anytime a tip comes in, they follow right up on it. So
Do you feel it's been searched as well?
She said that they even flew a drone into the mine shafts. Leslie, please feel better, honey. You got to get some bone broth. Get bone broth. Trust me, it'll keep you hydrated and it'll make you feel better. You can do like chicken or beef broth. It's really good for you. Yes, and you can keep it. It's just liquid. So if your stomach hurts, take some cinnamon. It'll help your stomach. I am so sorry you're not feeling good. Oh, it's that time of year. It sucks. All flu bug and colds and stuff. It's the worst.
Well as it can be searched?
What has been searched very well. Very extensive. With over 12,000 hours put in on the search.
12,000
It's
hours.
pretty much unheard of in this province. All searches are hard unless we have a good ending, obviously. But some hit closer to home than others do. There was members that couldn't bring themselves to call the names, but other people on the team were, so it wasn't impeding the search effort, but because of personal reasons, they couldn't actually physically call for the names themselves.
They just couldn't say the words.
They couldn't get it out, no, for whatever reason they had. And there was people coming to the end of it that, whether it was physically, they were just exhausted, or mentally exhausted, that couldn't return to the search area as well. So we saw a little bit lower numbers on some of the revisit searches that we did with some of the teams.
For that first weekend search, after, you know, the searches scaled back on May 7th,
yeah,
what were you told when you got that call? Like, why were you going back?
It was actually a conversation. I was meeting with major crimes on a regular basis going.
I'm going to pause it right there. So, okay. So this wasn't during a search. So this had to been just so she could interview her, I'm guessing. This has to be just so, because the timing is what I'm trying to get at here. It had to have been something. So she says she didn't say anything about the blanket. Just the boot prints, right? Just the boot prints. I would like to know what they feel about the boot prints now. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. Very late. You have 500 late slips for you. Had the day from hell. I am so sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully your day goes better now, my dear. Hopefully you can rest and enjoy the rest of your day. Oh.
Through the paperwork from the search and showing them what was covered and what wasn't covered. And it was actually a conversation had between us that, yeah, there's some areas that we would like to go in and get covered off, either better or new areas that we said, well, there's a possibility, so we want to just go search those areas as well. So it's not uncommon for us to go back to a search if we haven't found something.
What prompted then the second weekend search?
Basically the same thing, just more areas that we really wanted.
Did you hear what she just said? Listen. It was about the go back to the search. The watch
had between us that, yeah, there's some areas that we would like to go in and get covered off, either better or new areas that we said, well, there's a possibility, so we want to just go search those areas as well. So it's not uncommon for us to go back to a search if we haven't found something.
What prompted then the second weekend search?
Basically the same thing, just more areas that we really wanted to see get covered and just expand out on what we had done.
So just to be clear, it was not as a result of the new information?
It was not, no.
I think it gave some people in the public hope.
Yes.
You know, like, oh, maybe they found something there in that area they're looking. It wasn't that.
It was not.
There you go. It was not.
Just that we wanted to extend out our search area and cover off areas. Most of these people, they're all volunteers.
They exhausted their search. They exhausted their search where the boot prints are. Exhausted, meaning done. They were done there. They could not find anything else there other than the clumps of boot prints. That's it. Nothing else. No other, nothing. Zilch.
Volunteers, they just want to find the kids and bring them home. So they're more than willing to keep coming back and keep searching. Unfortunately, at this point, unless something comes up, we're probably not going to be back. But that being said, somebody could find something that brings us back. Children just bring out the best in people when we're in a situation like this. Everybody just wants to come and do everything they can.
All right, stop right there. Thank you. Okay. Whoops, let me grab myself. So it's interesting, right? Pretty interesting what she said. Talked about the grid searching. And I know that we just read over what a grid search is, type 2, what they did. It said usually like six feet apart, right? But it sounded like they were if they were touching fingertips, they were about like 3-4 foot apart. They were close, very close, searching for the kids. And that is a lot of hours that they searched for the children. Now, we're going to be going into the polygraph. The polygraph. Give me 1 second. Wait, what is this? Okay. This has a lot of stuff in it. Give me 1 second.
It's been almost 6 weeks since Lilly and Jack Sullivan were first reported missing from their home in Landsdowne Station. On Wednesday, the RCMP in Nova Scotia said many RCMP units, including Major Crime, are involved in the investigation, along with the National Center for Missing Persons. Police say they formally interviewed 54 people in their search, and this former Halifax regional police officer doesn't take that lightly.
They're out there, and the only way they're going to see or get results in this is to be out there talking to people, looking at videos, looking at topography and what have you, and so on. They're not in offices doing this by a laptop. Let's put it that way.
In an update this week, the RCMP say they've collected hundreds of hours of video from areas surrounding Landsdowne Station between April 28th and May 2nd, when the kids went missing, and have received nearly 500 tips from the public. Police say they've searched every aspect of the family's home and received authorization to seize and examine devices.
They'll go on the balance of probabilities based on the area that we fully searched with a lot of people. We can't find any evidence, be it a backpack, a shoe, or whatever. We can't find the kids. If you can't find them, somebody has to say enough is enough right now for searching those areas. So now we move to where? There's only one other option. A nefarious take to this. In other words, a criminal type thing. That's only my personal opinion.
Police say they've used polygraph tests in some interviews. This former polygraph examiner south of the border says the test is used to monitor how a person's nervous system responds to certain questions.
Listen to this part.
If somebody is successful in the test, then not that they're being eliminated, but they'll spend more time on people that are not successful. Not passing the test doesn't mean you're guilty or you're involved. It simply means that there's some issue there, maybe some knowledge, guilty knowledge.
Moriello says he's seen people pass tests who were later proven guilty. More than 160 search and rescue volunteers have scoured through the densely wooded area surrounding the...
You hear what he just said? He said that he's seen people pass tests that are guilty. See? Who were later proven guilty. There you go. Yeah, in my opinion, I mean, they said straight out that they exhausted their search where the boot prints are. And they went into detail and said they could not find anything else other than that little boot print. And they did say that Malaya had purchased that same size for Lilly, right, at Walmart. But I mean, there's kids out there. I know it sounds stupid, right? If it was like in a different area, and the property too, the property that they were located on is right there by the family. So it's just crazy. I don't know. It's just crazy. I honestly don't believe it's their boot prints. I wish, I don't know.
And rescue volunteers have scoured through the densely wooded area surrounding the children's home, but only a small boot print was found. Police continue to refer to the case as a missing persons investigation.
They're covering it all, everything they can. And you only do that in depth when there's a criminal investigation with major crime on scene. They're not there just because they're major crime. They're there to do their major crime work.
Mitchell Bailey, Global News, Halifax.
Yeah, he said he never, didn't take one. Where is my, oh my God, there was something I was going to say and I can't remember. So I want to get into that, the polygraph thing. Where is, hold on one second. What am I doing here? There, we got that one. What the heck did I do with, so there's now 7, right? 7. So another person took a polygraph. And I've heard that it was, yeah, I do too. I heard it was Patty that took one. In my opinion, Daniel had help getting them on the property. You know, I know some people are like, well, why does she still believe they're in the woods? Well, I mean, she's just got to go with what the RCMP say. She can't say otherwise. All right, let me see something real quick, you guys. I want to play something else real quick. Where is it at? Actually got a bunch of these. Oh, where are we at? Is this it right here? Is that the one? Hold on one second. That was the one I just did. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. Let me add that. Haley said it was Patty, despite what the other creators have claimed it wasn't some mystery. And that's the thing, right? Yeah, Haley said it was Patty. Well, they came down, it was probably Patty, right? And you think about it, it was all family members. It was all family. So why would it be just some like guy, right? And Chelsea said in chat elsewhere that there were lots of prints on that. There were clear children's prints on the bank. Lots of prints from steady flow of people and cars. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, that particular area too is, so you got the bus driver, right? He has 2 children that ride the bus with Jack and Lilly, same ages, right? That live right there past where Earl and all them live. And then you have Earl, Janie's property, her 7 acres, and then Ron. They all live in the same area, right there where the pipeline and right there where the blanket blueprint. Excuse me. And I know that I know someone in the family like does a daycare or something, like an at-home daycare. And they have like, what they say, like, God, I can't remember how many kids are there, young kids or whatever. All right, let me go to, see here, one second. Wait, is this the one I wanted to? Hold on one second. Oh, I guess I should add it, right? Let me move. Oh, he never took one? Well, you know, I think about it like this, right? I think about it like this, you guys. What if, like, only one person knows? Like, say, and this is, I'm speculating. I'm not saying they do or they don't, right? Say Malaya doesn't know at all. Like, she doesn't know what actually happened to Jack and Lee. She was actually sleeping, like she said. But we know, like, say, if Daniel knows, right? And I don't know. It does say, like, he was truthful, but I can't see the rest of the polygraph questions, right? So Janie couldn't take hers. They said she could not take it because of heart problems, or not heart problems, but regulating her heart. She cannot regulate her heart, right? So if Daniel's the only one that knows, then hey, I don't know. It's not like all these people passed a polygraph. There might only be one person that knows. Yeah, and that's weird too. How Malaya said Daniel was sleeping between 6:18 and 9:40, but yet Malaya was up at 6. No one can be involuntary. Yeah, it's not beating or passing. It's either deceitful or, yeah. Beat it. Confirm that it has been confirmed to take one and pass. All right, let me open this up real quick. What happened? I was looking for something. All right, let me add this real quick. Give me 1 second.
Volunteers combing the woods, hoping for any trace of 2 missing children. Pushing through rough terrain and dense woods, looking for 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan.
Jack just absolutely loved bugs, dinosaurs, anything like that. But Lily loves girly things, but she also loved doing everything with Jack, bugs. They're like best friends, not just brother and sister.
Police say they think the 2 children wandered off from their home in rural Nova Scotia on Friday. The family lives in Landsdowne Station, a wooded and sparsely populated area more than 100 kilometers from Halifax. The children's stepfather says he last heard and saw Lilly and Jack that morning.
And as soon as I noticed they weren't there, I immediately jumped right in the vehicle and surveyed all the area, every dirt road, every culvert that I could find.
Police say there's no evidence the children were abducted, which is why no Amber Alert has been issued. They're calling in reinforcements to keep searching the area overnight. Searchers are on foot and using dogs and drones. But for now, they're asking the public to stay away.
We've heard a lot about the impact that this is having on the community at large and the family, and it's really important that we locate these children.
Many also lending a hand outside the search perimeter, preparing 3 meals a day to fuel the searchers.
It's almost, you could say, a literal army of people from across this province who care, who are concerned, and who are doing their very best to try to reach and find these children in time.
A community holding its breath and hoping for good news. Nicola Sagan, CBC News, Pictou County, Nova Scotia.
So they searched a lot, you guys. They searched a ton for these children. And they had private searchers come out. And then they're going to have more private searchers come out, right? More. Just a couple other videos I want to go through because there's some things I want to talk about. Yeah, it is selfish. I remember this one, and his lawyer would not allow him to take one. Yeah, they're not admissible in Canada either, but the police use them to determine, like, let me see, where's the, okay, 1 second. Let me do that.
6-year-old Lilly Sullivan and her brother, 4-year-old Jack Sullivan, are still missing in this rural area of northeastern Nova Scotia. The RCMP is the lead agency here, along with EHS. Hundreds of search and rescue crews from Halifax to Cape Breton. During the daytime, there are anywhere from 100 to 140 search and rescue crews in the woods, and the search continues all night. They deploy between 60 and 75 search and rescue crews all night long. So each searcher will work a 12-hour shift before they have to take a rest. There are 3 helicopters in the air, and there are
3
dogs
helicopters
as well involved in this search, drones too. Search and rescue officials are keeping very close track of which sections of this area around Landsdowne have been searched, and once that area is covered, they move on. They say it's important that no one wander in. Incidentally, this search has been the first assignment for the Nova Scotia Provincial Guard. They aren't directly involved in the search, but they're helping with traffic, protection of parked vehicles overnight, and generally giving directions to people who are coming and going, those involved in the search and rescue effort. Earlier today, we spoke to the partner of the 2 children's mother. Here's some of what he had to say about Jack and Lilly.
and Jack are awesome kids, very, very kind. They'll
Jen.
talk to anyone. They want to go with anyone. They're just looking to have as much fun as they can. Jack just absolutely loves bugs, dinosaurs, anything like that. But Lily loves girly things, but she also loves doing everything with Jack, bugs. They're like best friends, not just brother and sister.
Loved.
He says he's also hoping police monitor the New Brunswick border and the airports for any sign of the two children. But RCMP tell us this afternoon they're not considering any possible abduction here. As far as they're concerned, they're looking for two young children who simply wandered away.
I know that there's a lot of people pulling for these kids to come home. We've heard a lot about the impact that this is having on the community at large and the family, and it's really important that we locate these children and get the information from the scene here and from anyone who might have information about the kids and their habits. So it's been really important to have engagement from anyone who knows these kids.
A spokesperson for the Chignecto Central Regional Center for Education tells us the two children were students at Salt Springs Elementary School. Their stepdad told us they'd both been out sick all week before disappearing on Friday. The school has additional support staff on site at Salt Springs if anyone needs that support. Meanwhile, the search will continue into the night here in the Landsdowne area of PICTOU County for young Jack and Lilly Sullivan. RCMP and search and rescue officials tell us they will have search and rescue crews on the ground. They'll have dogs with them, and they'll have drones in the sky all night long. Preston Mulligan, CBC News, Landsdowne, PICTOU County.
I have something I want to show you guys real quick. Let me see. I want to show you something. Give me a sec before we go on. Give me 1 second. Let me remove this. Remove that. Let me open it real quick. This is going to be, so we're going to talk about, I know on that interview, past tense already. Oh my gosh, Angel Wings. I know. That was like the funniest freaking live stream ever. I'm still laughing like 3 days later. Like Robin. Oh my God. That shit was so freaking funny. And Squid, like, he kept writing testing. Oh my gosh. That shit was so funny. Jen, oh my God. I was like, what the hell did I freaking do? I couldn't figure it out. All right, let me see. My computer's going to explode. All right, let me do this. 1 second. I just got to pull this up real quick, and I want to show you guys something. If it'll freaking work. Come on. All right, 1 second. Let me turn something off real quick. 1 second. 1 second. No, don't do that. Give me just 2 seconds, guys. Oh my goodness. No, it went to a different page. Come on. Stupid thing. All right, that's fine. It's just loading. It's loading. Daphne. That shit was funny. What, Les? Did it refund you? What the fuck? Oh my God. Excuse my language. Get out of here. It says $3.99 now. Yeah, I just made a whole new one. I know. I'm not touching shit now. Justin's like, you can't edit it. You can't edit it. And I'm like, it says I can edit it though. So you got 2 refunds today, Jen? Get the fuck out of here. You should get a refund, Leslie. You should get a refund. Check your account. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I freaking did that shit. I was so mad at myself. And then, like, I was trying to fix it because it kept telling everybody like a different prices. And then was it Squid said I got the Temu price? Yeah, I'm no longer a test member. I was able to figure out how just to, so when you go into edit, you can't edit, like, you can only change, was it, no, it's not even in there. No, you can change like certain tiers. I think like what, I don't know. It only allows you like 4 things you can add in there, 4 or 5 things, like where you can add in like what's in there or whatever. but I didn't do anything. I just left it alone after I made them. But you could change the name. You could change the name of what it is. And then you can change emojis and stuff. So I figured that out, but you can't change anything else. It won't let you save it. You can only delete it. Oh my gosh. I am so embarrassed. It was funny, yes, but oh my gosh. It expired. It will start over again. Expired. It went rotten. Oh my gosh, you guys. Testing. Yeah, we were trying to figure it out on stream at the end of the stream. I was like, what the freaking hell is going on? I still got to add the Temu wheel, though. I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to add the expires, not expired. Oh, oh my God. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. It was so stupid thing. I swear, YouTube is so confusing. And God forbid you need to talk to anybody, because like I can go into like YouTube creator support, but usually it's AI. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to freaking AI. I want to talk to a person. So it's like, just give me a person that'll help me. And they're like, oh, if it's deleted, you can't bring it back. You can't do anything. It's already gone. And I'm like, what the I was like, what about cache? Isn't it backed up? Jeez. I can like do pretty much anything on a computer, but I can't do YouTube. Detective is now $5.99. Crime solver is $7.49. Suspect catcher. What? Why are you all? Oh, because it's Canadian, maybe. Oh my God, I love that squid. That's oh, thank you, Angel Wings. Yeah, I love you guys too. Wait, let's see, because it has. Hold on, let's see. On mine, it shows. Okay, so if you hit levels, oh, you can't see me, can you? Hold on. It has. So Daphne's Detective is the test one. I changed the name. That's all I did. I changed the name. I didn't touch anything else. $3.99. And then Daphne. I should say Daphne's YouTube solver. $4.99. YouTube prorated me back for the amount of days used up until I got the boot. Until it expired. I can't figure out YouTube or even a good shit most of the days. I'm telling you, and if I do figure it out, I forget. Oh my God. And then Daphne's suspect catcher. I like the emojis though. I can change the emojis, but I'm not touching this shit anymore. I'm never touching that ever again. Sorry, not doing it. Oh my gosh. I really wish I had never touched anything. Oh man. It all went to shit. Apple hasn't gotten to me back on the phishing report yet. Oh, PayPal. Oh my God. They're probably like, what is that? Daphne screwed up something else? YouTube is trying to get rid of. Oh, I love you guys. You're so funny. There's 1 minute, got the next. Yeah, I know, right? My brain has been like that lately, guys. Like I'll think of something and then it's gone. It's like that one movie where, or not. It's like a cartoon where he's like, oh, there's a bird. Like where his brain goes somewhere else. Oh my gosh. Oh, geez. All right. I wanted to show you this. This is she comes in here. She's Teresa. She's awesome. She comes in here. She posted this. I thought it was very interesting. This is for a voluntary blood sample collection in Nova Scotia, right? RCMP and consent to provide just like a sample. So we did a blood sample, right? And voluntary donor consent is used when a person voluntarily provides a biological sample, such as blood, to be used for DNA analysis, and then in comparison to an investigation. Victim consent, and it shows the form 6533 used for victims, which also documents consent to provide a biological sample. Excuse me. medical hospital setting. If the consent is obtained in a hospital setting for a medical examiner or forensic nurse, they may use their own facility to consent. So, or warrant alternative if consent is not obtained, right? I'm going to click on these here. So these are the forms, you guys. I thought it was my new phone. I've been off work. School here has been closed all week. My brain finally hit 227 tabs open at once. Holy shit. I never thought my wildest dreams that it was Daphne that booted us. I know it was. I didn't mean to boot you guys. I promise. It was like a stupid blonde moment or something. I'm telling you. Too much bleach went to my brain. I wasn't too concerned when I put everything together. I was like, well, Daphne definitely hit a wrong button somewhere. I did. Well, I start fiddling with something and I can't. I get so pissed off when I can't figure it out. And when I deleted it, I was like, it was like that very slow motion, like, oh shit. When I first saw the email canceled, I was like, my first thought was, oh my God, what did I say wrong? Oh my gosh. I know, I just can't help myself. I almost like peed all over myself the other night. I literally, after the live, I had to run to the bathroom really quick. I was laughing so hard. Oh my gosh. So this has to be, this is a consent, right? So it's a sample form, right? And it says investigation case file donor. And then Daniel said he did one of these. So Daniel Martell, his date of birth, investigation file number, and then initials, right? You have to initial it. I voluntarily consent to provide biological sample to further an investigation of a designated offense or investigation of a missing persons or human remains. Do you guys see that? You guys, oh my gosh. Not the type to take a minute to take a breath, go back at ER once the panic passes. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. I saw that on a live that my handle was gray instead. I just renewed my membership immediately thinking there was a glitch somewhere. I know, usually it is YouTube, right? Well, it is. We'll just blame it on YouTube, not me having a blonde moment. I was like, damn it, man. I can't believe I did that. I text Justin. He's like, oh, no. He was like, fuck. I was like, yeah. It was bad. It was bad. Keep hitting the button until it works. There you go. Back to the regular program. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah, that's all you can do is just laugh because I'm like, what the fuck did I do? So this would be the form. Yeah, iPhone, I'm telling you. This is the form that Daniel would have had to fill out right here. So he would have to initial, right? This would be the first initial. Because it says biological sample to further an investigation of a designated offense or investigation of a missing person or human remains. I have been provided with clear and sufficient information about the DNA bank so as to make an informed decision about becoming a donor. I understand that the submission of a biological sample is voluntary and that my written consent serves as my record of my understanding and agreement to provide a sample. I need the bigger. I cannot see. Can I get rid of that part? No, don't do that. Jeez, nothing wants to work for me. I thought I could close this window, but I guess I can't. Okay. It goes on to say, where is it at? I am providing a biological sample for the creation of DNA profile to be included. Okay. I understand that my DNA profile, once derived from my biological sample, will be stored in the VDI, Voluntary Donors Index, and compared against DNA profiles contained within this index, as well as the victim's index. Do you think that they might have something, you guys? Don't give Daphne any ideas. Do you think they might have something? Do you think they might have found something? The blonde moments on me. Do you think they might have found something? So I got a question. I don't know this. So allegedly, okay, just speculating, not allegedly, just speculating. If they found something, right, that had blood on it, that was burned, like say in the wood stove, right, such as like a backpack or a t-shirt, a pull-up, and it had blood on it, and the human remains dogs had detected it when they were there, would they be able to extract like the DNA out of that? Like I have no idea. I'm guessing if the dog can smell it, but it would be burnt though, right? So I wonder, what are they comparing his blood to? What are they comparing Daniel's blood to? That's what I'm trying to get at. If they took a blood sample from him, what are they like comparing it to? Perhaps the request for a blood sample from Daniel is rather pointed. Nobody else is being asked to do this. Well, we haven't heard that Malaya had to do it from her family. We haven't heard that she had to do it. They said that they haven't heard anything. So I'm curious. Like, why just take a blood sample, right? For the hell of it. Like, they have to compare it to something, you would think. And remember, we were told that, well, not really told, but on that bath mat, it looked like there could have been some kind of blood substance, but we're not too sure. We don't know for a fact if there was blood on it. So I wonder. Yeah, definitely. So I wonder if they have something to compare it with. Because why ask for a blood sample? I don't know why. Could be, yeah, hairbrush. It could be something, maybe. I mean, I don't know why they would ask for a blood sample for. Like, what are you going to compare? Like, why would they need it for? Unless they were comparing it to something. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why they would need it other than... I don't know why they would need it. It goes on to say, I understand that my DNA profile... Oh, I already read that part. Hold on. Compared against... Okay, maybe I didn't. Hold on. Did I read this part already? Contained within this index as well as the victims... Okay. I understand that my DNA profile, once derived from my biological sample, will be stored in the voluntary donors index compared against DNA profiles contained with this index, as well as the victims index, crime scene index, and the convicted offenders index. In the convicted offenders index. The VI is comprised of DNA profiles derived from victims of designated offenses. The CSI is comprised of DNA profiles derived from crime scenes. The COI is comprised of DNA profiles from the bodily substances of individuals convicted of designated offense. I understand that my DNA profile may also be used for humanitarian purposes and compared against other DNA profiles contained in missing persons indexes. And the human remains. The MPI is comprised of DNA profiles derived from personal effects or bodily substances of missing persons. The HRI is comprised of DNA profiles derived from the human remains of unidentified or missing persons. You don't think that they found them, do you? No, they would say something. Thing is, if the human remains docs found something, forensics team would be brought in to secure and collect evidence. We haven't heard anything about forensic investigations during or after. True, Magdalena, true. Hi, Robin. Good to see you, Love Muffin. Hope you're doing well. But the thing is, like, if maybe it wasn't in the house, maybe it was somewhere else, like out in the woods. What if it was the bath mat or something found? Because remember, Brad said that wasn't his bath mat, and he doesn't know how his daughter's shirt and the blue blanket got wrapped up in it, right? Which is another freaking weird thing that happened. So what we know, Please Bring Me Home found that one. It's just all so strange. Like, in my opinion, they have to have something to compare to. I don't know why else. Remember, there was a bunch of freaking underwear in the woods. Remember, like, we heard there was, like, I don't even want to say it. That's gross. There was used underwear out there in the woods. So are they trying to see if his blood matches with any of the blood on the underwear? I don't know. Like, Miss Robin. Like, that's weird, right? Isn't that weird, you guys? I don't know. It just makes me wonder. Okay, it also goes on to say that I understand that volunteering a biological sample may place me in criminal jeopardy. Matches could be used as evidence against me in a criminal investigation and in my subsequent prosecution. The information may be used to eliminate me as a suspect of designated offense. D, I do understand that information will be communicated and used in accordance with DNA Identification Act. I understand that match information associated with my DNA profile may be communicated with the appropriate Canadian law enforcement and investigating authorities that are responsible for the investigation of a designated offense or investigation of a missing person or human remains, and will not be shared with any foreign government or police agency. My DNA profile and association information will not be compared to DNA profiles contained in foreign DNA databanks. So they won't ship it to China, it sounds like. Let's see. This one goes, which one is this? Is E. I understand that the forensic DNA analysis and comparison of my DNA profile may result in incidental findings, such as revealing previously unknown biological information. F, oh my gosh, this thing. F, I understand that my DNA profile may retain by the NDDB indefinitely, but only for such time as to fulfill the investigative purposes for which the profile was first developed, and as long as my consent remains in effect. Access to my DNA profile will be removed from the voluntary donors index without delay upon the receipt of the written notification in accordance with legal requirements. And then G, it says, I understand, oh my goodness, I understand that I may withdraw my consent for use with biological sample and derived DNA profile information at any time. By withdrawing my consent, my DNA profile and related to information in the NDDB will be destroyed in accordance with the DNA Identification Act. Whew. And just says, I have read the privacy notice, and then I have been advised we're permitted to exercise our waive rights. And this goes on to say, gosh, I cannot read this stuff. It's so small. Consent. Okay. And then you name of donor, signature, and your date. That's it. I don't see anywhere where, and there it just talks about comparison and investigation, warrant alternative. They can get a warrant for it. I don't see anywhere where it where they sign. You know where Daniel says they signed off on it? I don't see where they signed. Oh, Angel Wing said, Daphne, Daniel is the one that said he gave blood. He lies about everything, so maybe he didn't give blood, in my opinion. Huh. Well, yeah, true. I mean, it's on the mainstream media, but still. He says that, where is that damn interview at where he says that they sign next to it or check mark next to it or something, but I don't even see where they check mark next to it. Exactly. Underwear are common in the woods when you have to go. Ew. Hi, Miss Shannon. Good to see you, my love. Thank you for being here. I just think that's strange, though. I heard there was a lot of underwear in the woods there. That's like so. But yeah, it just says has the investigation file number, donor's initials, and then their signature. Where would they sign it at? That's freaking weird. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Let's talk about that for a minute. So, say he did give the blood, right? Like, don't they're obviously comparing it to something. I didn't see a box for it, Squid. That's what I was looking for. I didn't see a box for no criminal involvement or anything like that. That's I never heard there was a box for that. But that's the form right there. That's definitely the form. Good to see you too, Miss Shannon. I don't believe so, Jen. I don't believe so. No, I don't think I don't know. But yet I mean, shit. Who knows? Why would you lie? He went quiet right around this time. Yeah, it must have been on the back. Or maybe it was in the part where it was like really small, the small writing, right? Where they sign next to. Maybe they make their own box on there and sign it. Yeah. Maybe Daniel drew a little box himself for them to sign in there, right? I don't know. I think he did. I think he gave his blood. But so let's think, like, why I gotta take these glasses off. Golly. Oh, my eyes hurts my eyes. No, I can't see her. I can't see her writing. I'm just keeping an open mind personally. I don't believe him. I don't either. Not after all the different stories. And we've heard ascent to the road and the officers, I mean, unless it's like redacted, like Squid said, I don't see it on there. Yeah, math box. Math box. It just doesn't make sense. Let me see. Where did I do? Give me 1 second. Let me see. I want to see what she said. I meant to pull that up. I'm just going to leave this here. This is the consent form. It is from the RCMP. Uses to take blood sample. It is current and it's on their website. It's on their actual website. These people say, my guess would be they may have checked that it was done voluntarily as opposed to they had a warrant, maybe. So maybe they signed like Mathbox 2020. There you go. Instead of Matchbox 2020, you do Mathbox 2020. Yes, that you got to definitely use that name. So think about it. maybe this person here, I'll just show it. It doesn't matter. I'll just show what they wrote. They're on Facebook anyways. It's not like it's hidden, right? So this is what they said. So this form that I just showed you is on the RCMP's website. That's what it looks like, right? It says, my guess would be that the RCMP may have checked that it was done voluntarily as opposed to if they had obtained a warrant to get the sample. So, like Daniel said, he did it voluntarily. They didn't have, well, I don't know. Maybe they got a warrant. Who knows? They always say it could become criminal. Yeah. Yeah. This person said, this isn't a consent form, not needed with a warrant. Okay. This is a consent form, not needed with a warrant. It is a different form. He said they checked the box that said no criminal involvement. Nothing on this form says that. There you go. Look what. Where's the damn box that got checked? LOL. Exactly. That's funny. Someone said, pathological liars and addicts have a tendency not to know when they are lying. He just wants the public off his case. He has no conscience otherwise. Everything he talks about is how he didn't have anything to do with it and how he and the RCMP are buddies and how he is a superhero running through the woods like Rambo. Rambo. Like Rambo. Oh my God. They must think he's apostle. Yeah, something, Deb. Like something, guys. They have to have something. Why do you just take someone's blood for the hell of it? And why now? Why now? Usually when things start coming out more frequently and they start collecting blood and stuff, it sounds like they're getting close. Like they're getting close. With your giggle juice, I want some giggle juice, Robin. We can talk about my stupid thing the other day. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm almost done. God, I've been on here for 2.5 hours. How the hell did I do that? One story, driving and surveying the ditches, roads. Oh my gosh. And then the other story, what does it say? What do you mean there's no checkbox for a suspect? And if the person is definitely innocent? Oh my gosh. What would you like it to the general public to do with these forms? Are you simply telling the RCMP to do their job? She's just showing what it looks like. Yeah, and there's no space to write. Yeah, there's no space to even write anything other than initial that you're dropping your blood off. Oh my goodness. All right, that's silly. So silly. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It's on their website, you guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? I want you guys to put some comments below what you think about that. Why would they want oh, here, his blood. This is the Facebook link, guys, if you want to go join the Facebook. Why does it do that twice? Hey, it's not working. Why is it not working, you guys? Here, let me try it again. Oh, there you are. It's just slow. Nightbot is slow today. I think they may have something to compare his DNA to. If not, why ask for it? I think something too. It has to. They have to have some type of blood on something to want his DNA. I want to know if they asked anybody else, right? So I remember, like, I don't know. Where is that stinking picture at? Where are those pictures at that I have? Remember, it does look like it could be some kind of blood or something on it. But hold on, let me find it real quick. We can look at it. I know I have it on here somewhere in my 5 million pictures. There it is right there. Let me send it to myself again and we'll look at it. And you guys let me know. Is it the same picture? Okay. 1 second. Blanket. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Forrest. Oh my God, you guys. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I'm going to show you guys something. Angel wings. Oh my God. Are you serious, Robin? My freaking lips are so dry. This stuff works good though. It's like Bath and Body Works, like coconut one. That's why I keep putting it on. It tastes so good too. All right, so check this out. Let me pull it up real quick. Oh, Miss Shannon, thank you. You are so fabulous. I appreciate you for the $20 super sticker. Thank you so much. You are so fabulous. You know, I haven't played my little media things, guys. Hold on. What are we gonna? We gotta find a really good one. Oh, I did make one.
Oh, we got a new charity dono.
I have to find some really cool
Isn't that
things.
amazing?
Thank you so much, Miss Shannon. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are amazing. Justin said something the other day on his live stream, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to make that a clip. Like when someone donates or does a super chat or membership, and I totally forgot what he said. I was like, why the hell didn't I write it down? Why didn't I write it down? All right, you guys, check this out. Could this be why they want the blood from him? Oh, God, come here. Don't do that. All right. Thank you, Missy. Would they have found something in Malaya's 2017 white Nissan Pathfinder? Hi, Crime. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, honey. Appreciate you. I don't know. You know, we were never really told if it was searched or not. I know Daniel said that he had left his wallet in there, and that when he went to get his wallet out, like his ID and stuff was out of the wallet. But we never heard if they actually searched it. But that could be a possibility. Absolutely. They could have found something in there. I want to bring this up again. Now, like I said, I don't know for sure, right? But this is around the same time frame. I mean, this is around the time frame too, because the dogs, the search dogs came out, what, like how long was it? Like maybe 3 weeks prior to Please Bring Me Home. Not the search dogs, the human remains dogs came out then. So this is that blue blanket, right? Remember this right here? I have better pictures of it. So you have the t-shirt, which Brad says, yes, that's my daughter's shirt. That's my daughter's shirt, right? You have a blanket, the blanket that Belinda said was like freaking clean, but yeah, had been sitting out in the elements. The shirt looks pretty clean too, though, right? Maybe some stains down here or something, but nothing really else on these two pieces, right? But when you look at this dirty mat, let's look at it better. Let's get it better. Look, that's how it was rolled up, like a freaking baby. That's so freaking weird, guys. Yeah, I know, Jen. I think it's really just disgusting. Because look at that. It looks like a freaking baby in there. That's creepy as shit. Here's another picture of it. Now look at this area here, right? I mean, it could be oil, but it does have like a red tint to it, kind of, right? And it's a bathroom mat. It's like a freaking bathroom mat. Mm-hmm. You guys are so cute. And then you have, this is a better photo. I mean, it could be. It absolutely could be. It kind of does look like, actually, right in here, it does. Ugh, I don't even want to think that. I don't even want to think if that's blood on there, you guys. Like, but the more I look at it, it really kind of does. Ugh. Yeah, maybe. Someone was thinking it might be down in a lake. Not too far away. What do you think that looks like, you guys? That's like staining, like blood. Like a lot of freaking blood. Yeah, it's just eerie, right? It's a delayed request often occurs when new evidence comes to light or when the investigation moves into a new phase. You are correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it seems like the blood, right, he was asked to give blood right after this was found. When is that? When did he talk about the blood sample? When did he talk about that? Let me look it up real quick. Daniel. That was on CTV, right? Here it is right here. So this was yeah. Oops, sorry, I was muted. Okay, so this is recent. I'm gonna go to this real quick. Whoa, what was that? Okay, shoot. Let me pause that. Let me remove this for just a second. So we know Please Bring Me Home came out November 14th or 15th, right? And then a few weeks prior to that, the Human Remains Dogs came out, right? Or was it in September? Hold on, sorry guys. Yeah, I think so too. If kids' DNA is on it and there is an unknown male DNA, that's why they asked for Daniel's blood. Could be. Absolutely. Could be. Absolutely. Absolutely, you guys. Looking at that's kind of creeping me out because it kind of does look like it. But without having it in my, picture can deceive too. It's hard to. So this is the newest one, right? It just came out January 15th of this year. And it talks about, is this a video? Oh, this is an old video. It talks about the blood down here somewhere. Actually, maybe this is, let's play this. I think it plays. Give me 1 second. Oh, I don't want to do that. All right. Can you guys see that? All right. Perfect.
Some newly released court documents suggest potential problems in the relationship of the couple caring for the missing Sullivan children. In newly unsealed court documents, the mother of the two children alleges her common law partner was sometimes physically abusive during their 3-year relationship. The experts from police interviews with unproven allegations pushed her once. None of the allegations have been tested in court, and Martel is not facing any charges. He also denied the allegations to reporters, saying it is part of an ongoing narrative to make him, quote, look evil. 5-year-old Jack and his 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan were reported missing from their home in Landsdowne Station on May 2nd. Multiple exhaustive searches have turned up no sign of either. A man was arrested yesterday.
Oh my God, Robin, you almost made me pee my pants. Get a
potential problems in the relationship of the couple.
Robin said, get a Temu. I already have a Temu computer. Said with a get a Temu computer. I already have a Temu computer. Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. You're so funny. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. My Temu computer. Oh my gosh. I'm literally gonna pee now. Oh my gosh. I know. You guys should see my computer. Like when I'm trying to like switch screens, it's like oh my gosh. I do have one though. I'm gonna get it's a gaming laptop. I just hope it's better than the one I got. Oh my gosh. I am like wanting some wine now too. We should do that one night. Have a wine giggle night. A wine night. Oh, my birthday's coming up soon. We should do that. Like I can go and when is it coming up? Like 2 weeks from now. We'll have a wine night. A giggle night. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Miss Robin. I appreciate you. Did you guys notice something in this video? I did. Did you see the washer moved? Did you see the washer move? Look, let me see if I can get it there. Hold on. The washer moved places, you guys. Look. Hold on. If it'll play my stupid Temu computer. Come on, Temu, you can do it. Let me get rid of this tab real quick. Whoa. What is that?
And multiple.
Oh, I didn't even notice this. Look at the pictures. I didn't notice these. This is from the school. Look. Did you guys notice these? Aw. Do you guys see those? Spinach. Yes, spinna. Washa spinna. Timo spinna. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Oh, your wife's birthday is Sunday. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to your wife. In my opinion, you take away all the BS stories. In this case, is very clear what happened, but the RCMP are, yeah. No, I agree, Shannon. I absolutely agree. Because they have to put it all together. It's a big puzzle. Wine and cheese. Oh my God. Hell yeah. We get cheesy while drinking. Hell yeah. Oh. I know. I'm like, I don't usually do anything on my birthday because I'm like, I'm getting older. So I'm like, oh, freaking birthday. Yeah, birthdays are special though. They really are. They are special. These are so cute, right? They're little calendars here. I want you to notice something that way.
May 2nd, multiple exhaustive searches have turned up. No.
Look at her. That's Lily in the teacup. Look. Did you see that?
Turned up. No sign of either.
Oh, come on. Can you like slow it down?
Station on May 2nd.
Oh no, that's Jack. That's Jack in the teacup. That's Lily over here. Oh, isn't that adorable? Look at those pictures of them when they were babies. Aren't they so cute? Here, let me remove my face real. I don't know if you can hear me when I remove myself from the stage. I know, Shannon. I almost forgot that was coming up. My daughter said something yesterday. I was like, thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love that picture with the little cup. That's Jack in that cup. So cute. Oh my God. Well, watch this. Watch this.
Multiple exhaustive searches have turned up no sign of either. A man was arrested.
No, where did it go? Come on. It won't let me go through the thing. All right, hold on, wait. All right, slow down. Slow down. I want to show you guys
in
something.
court, and Martel is not facing any charges. He also did not.
Look. Look. Oh, that's a dryer. That's a dryer. Can you stop freaking moving?
To block her, hold her down, and pushed her once. None of the allegations have been tested in court, and Martel is not facing any charges.
None of the allegations are in court, and he's not facing charges. Oh, yes, Jack and Lily, beautiful babies, truth and justice. Yeah, they are precious, right? Oh, yes, happy birthday, thank you. I know. How could she stay silent? I know she has a liaison with the RCMP. She's been talking to them. I just don't know, I guess, like, if she knows what happened, then, like, has a feeling of what happened. Like, for instance, if you know from talking to the RCMP, you kind of have a feeling like what happened or whatever, then. But then, I mean, her mom and family did come out and search with Please Bring Me Home. So, I don't know. It's so hard just to, I know. I don't know. I couldn't stay quiet. I would just be freaking out. I would be in a hospital, like where she's been.
He also denied the allegations to reporters, saying,
Look. That looks like a brand new dryer. It's even got the sticker on the front. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, something. Definitely. Squid, I got you a dryer. Look, it's even got a new sticker on the front. Do you see it, you guys? Do you see the sticker? Here, let me see if I can make it bigger. Look, watch. It's out by the road now, isn't it? Or maybe that is their driveway right there. Hold on. That looks like a brand new freaking dryer. Why is it sitting outside? Jeannie, why is your dryer sitting outside? Oh my gosh.
it is part of an ongoing narrative.
What is he looking at? Is that the form, you think? Do you think that's the form where he gave blood? Stepdad Daphne crazy. What? I want to see what that form is. Look. It might actually be a flyer for Jack and Lily. Hold on. Can you guys see what that says? I want to take a screenshot of that, but I can't see it. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I know she definitely has a RCMP liaison because it said it in something that I read. I don't know what it was, either the documents or I read it in something. I can't remember what it was, though. I think that's a Jack and Lily flyer. Yeah, I know, Robin. I hear you. Too lazy to take the sticker off. He got a photocopy of the original frame. I'm trying to figure that out. Like, it has big writing up here, though. It looks like a menu for, like, like a mom and pop restaurant. That's what it looks like. It has like the specials written out here. See? I'll have to blow it up on my phone and actually see what that is. I don't think it's I don't know. He's smiling at it though. for a scrapbook. Yeah. He's smiling like big time.
Saying it is part of an ongoing narrative to make him
Freaking smiling at it. Jeez. Look at that.
quote.
Wait, is that a Kia? Or is that a Toyota? Oh, Lord. Jeez, you guys. Jeez. It's craziness.
Look evil. 5-year-old Jack and his 6-year-old
Literally to make you look evil. If she would have not had, like, she would have been okay with letting the documents out if that was the case.
Lilly Sullivan were reported missing
Aw.
from their home in Landsdowne Station on May 2nd. Multiple exhaustive searches have turned up no sign of either.
Oh, you can tell that's probably Belinda's fridge. Has to be.
A man was arrested.
Okay. I want to read it said something about the blood. So he just, where is it at? I know it's in here somewhere. Let's see. Okay. For the police, Martel said he recently signed a consent form and submitted a blood sample to the RCMP for genetic analysis. Genetic analysis. Yeah, tires. You can have a tire sale. If we have night, then I'll be day drinking here. Oh, yeah, because you're different times. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Deborah. It could be instruction on how to plug it in. Yeah. Instructions. We love CBC roll. You guys are so funny. It's always wine o'clock somewhere. There you go. I used to like the boxed wine. So for genetic analysis, here, I'm going to Google that real quick. Let me see something really quick. RCMP genetic analysis test. Hold on 1 second. Yep, that's what it says. It says National DNA Bank is exactly what that form is. Compares DNA from crime scenes, convicted offenders, and missing persons to aid investigations. The services advanced technologies like CODIS, CODIS, and is exploring investigative genetic genealogy to identify suspects by searching public databases. Huh. Genealogy to search databases. That's interesting. Identifying unit. But this is the one right here for the missing here. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put it in chat. This is what it says right here. So missing persons DNA program. Since 2018, the RCMP has used the NDDB to assist with identifying human remains and missing persons by comparing samples from families, personal items, and forensic evidence. Wow, guys. Mine is box wine from Temu. Fuck. I had this thing where it's a Temu Christmas tree, and it was like, oh my God, it was so funny. I put it on my Facebook a long time ago. If I still have it, I'll have to post it again. It's this little freaking tiny tree, like the present's bigger than the tree. It's so freaking funny. A Temu Christmas tree. Happy Temu Christmas. So, yeah, what do you guys think about that? I don't know. They have to have something that they're trying to... oh, look at this. So they talk about his blood tests, and then they go straight to search warrants and applications needed to obtain them. You know what I mean? Talk about that. And then it goes straight to the cadaver dogs. So the cadaver dogs, despite several extensive ground and air searches, including a search in October using cadaver dogs, few clues have been detected to indicate what happened to Jack and Lilly. So October, you had cadaver dogs. I think it was like the end of October. And then you had Please Bring Me Home in the middle of November. And then you have Daniel's blood test in January. Something is definitely up. Something is definitely up with the blood test. I don't know. Call me a conspiracy theorist or what, but I swear something has to be up with that. Could be wrong. I want to know if anybody else had to take a blood test. Did his brother have to take a blood test? Did the mom have to take a blood test? Like Janie, or Ron, Earl, or Malaya. I mean, well, we were told Malaya didn't have to, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, she might have already. Did anybody else? You know? Robin, it's lip gloss time. Seriously. Very interesting. Very interesting. I am going to pull that article up on my phone and see if I can take a screenshot of that paper he's got. Oh, the chat is not moving. Is it frozen? Is it frozen, you guys? Here. Let me see. Am I still live? Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Or am my Temu frozen? I think I broke my computer. Oh, no, there I am. Okay. You guys are being really quiet for a minute. Frozen. Oh, my gosh. I think it's time to use the restroom. Holy shit, I've been on here for 3 hours. We've been on here for 3 hours. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I had a great time. You guys are so funny. Holy moly. Well, I am like impatient and want to know what's going on with this blood test. I'm going to take that and I'll post it to our Facebook group, you guys. The form, the RCMP form. I'll post it to the Facebook group if you guys want to look over it. And if you are not joined to the Facebook, please go join. Thank you. Thank you, Squid. Yeah, always a pleasure as well. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are so funny. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, Leslie, I know. Time always flies by on here, right? I hope you feel better. Go take some garlic and drink some bone broth. You'll feel better. I'm sorry you don't feel good. Thank you, Miss Robin. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys are all awesome. Thank you for being here. Thanks, Jen. Thank you, all of you. You know, I always enjoy my time here with all of you. I really do. That's why I love hanging out with you guys. Back to the barn for you. What are you doing, Kel? At least daylight here. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, well, let me know. Oh, I'm so sorry you're not having a good day. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Leslie. Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. And I think Shannon Nova might actually be doing a live right now as well. I don't know how to transfer you guys, but if you're not, go over and visit Nova and Shan. I think they're both live right now. Did you buy a Temu Christmas tree? It was quite expensive and it got lost, so they refunded me. Then it showed up nice. Was it small, like the little baby one? Your wine is there. Nice, Robin. I love that. Enjoy your wine. Cheers to all of you. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. All right. Have a wonderful night, everybody. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here with me. And go join the Facebook group if you're not in there already. I'm going to repost some stuff. So thank you. All right. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Stay warm. And I will catch you later. Good night.